Cristine, do you remember the YouTube original series Escape the Night?
Yes, I remember
You
it.
do remember. It's come up lately. People have been talking about it for a lot of petty YouTube drama reasons. Yada, yada, yada. Don't want to get into that. But it had us thinking about like YouTube original series, the perception of YouTube original series.
Yeah.
Escape the Night's probably the closest you were to being on one of these, actually.
Yeah, I think we've
Yeah.
mentioned that before. Have we mentioned? Yes, we have.
Yeah. You
I-
and Joey talked at one point about you potentially being on, what was it, season 2 or 3?
Yes, and I remember this because this was several years ago now that I had to like ask my boss and clear what like the calendar would look like, and it was just a little too much for me too fast because I'd have to fly down to LA on a short-ish timeline as far as like me and my job scheduling was concerned. So yeah, it just didn't work out. And I was also really nervous, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it wasn't just my job. I also was, like, nervous about the idea.
As flattering and cool as it would be to be in a show like that and be on billboards and be part of a campaign that YouTube's pushing, yeah, if you're like a socially awkward, anxious person who likes going to bed early, the idea of being on like these big shoots where you're sitting around waiting to film something, staying up till like 3, 4 in the morning to like run around in fancy costumes. Actually, we should explain. Escape the Night was basically a kind of haunted house, semi-scripted reality show where essentially just every episode was like a challenge to see who could survive through like these escape room type challenges, right? Created by Joey Graceffa. It had 4 seasons on YouTube. And I guess he owns the IP, so he's been shopping it around, hoping it can continue its life on other networks. I guess YouTube has decided it's going in a different direction with the types of originals it wants to air.
I love the concept of Escape the Night, though. Like, I actually think it was really creative. And the fact that you could do 4 seasons with it also shows
Clearly
that,
it
right?
was successful, right? So, yeah, good for him.